Ladies and gentlemen, gather round because tonight we're diving headfirst into the steamy, glamorous mystery of the enigmatic stranger. Brace yourselves. This is the ultimate tale of intrigue and temptation that walks a hairline between fantasy and chaos. Now, let's set the scene. Imagine. It's a masquerade ball. Opulent chandeliers hanging from ceilings so high they might as well kiss the clouds. The rich and mysterious mingle, every face shielded by elegant, lavishly designed masks, turning everyone into walking enigmas. There's an air of excitement and seduction saturating the room. The clinking of crystal glasses, murmurs of untold secrets, and of course, a sense of adventure teetering on the edge of control. Enter our protagonist, Evie, a woman with a curious soul and a devil-may-care attitude. Evie wasn't a wallflower, oh no. She descended those grand staircase steps like a woman on a mission, her gown shimmering like liquid gold, capturing every spotlight in the room. Yet, underneath the mask, a nervous, almost giddy thrill. You see, she wasn't a regular at these high society shindigs. Evie was there on a dare. Who dared her, you ask? Her impossible best friend, who swore there were thrills to be found in anonymous flirtation. Was it sound advice, or simply an excuse to sip on expensive champagne while pretending to be royalty? We'll never know, but Evie was determined to make the most of it. Fast forward 30 minutes, and who did Evie spot through a throng of pastel-colored masks, silk, and feathers? Oh, no big deal. Just the most arresting man she'd ever seen in her life. Tall, dark-haired, and wearing an all-black mask with an intricate vine-like design weaving over his sharp cheekbones. I mean, folks, you could have practically heard the dramatic music swell in the background. There was something about him. His posture, his aura, the way his piercing eyes locked onto hers like a magnetic force. Evie wasn't sure if this was fate, or lust disguised as fate. Either way, she was hooked. Now, Evie wasn't known to back down from a challenge. She swirled the champagne in her glass, adjusted her mask, and decided to approach the enigma. Their conversation acted like a slow-burning fire, sparks turning into flames. His voice was smooth, with an accent she couldn't quite place. French? Italian? Some exotic blend that turned even the most mundane words into poetry. They spoke in riddles, teetering between banter and subtle flirtation, each question just dipping into the tantalizing waters of maybes and what-ifs. Who is he? Where is he from? Why is he here tonight? Oh, darling, none of those questions were truly answered. Every time she tried to pry it out of him, he'd flash a teasing smile and change the subject as if he was in on some delicious inside joke. As the night progressed, the electricity was palpable. They edged closer, surrounded by music, laughter, and candlelight. And when he extended his hand and asked her to dance, it wasn't a request. It was a perfectly timed ignition to a beautifully reckless moment. The dance floor wasn't crowded, giving them enough space to weave through melodies effortlessly, as though each step existed solely in this otherworldly bubble they were in. Her dress swished like a golden dream, and his firm grip on her waist made her wonder if perhaps, just maybe, magic did exist. Their chemistry wasn't loud or desperate. It was subtle, yet undeniably magnetic, the kind you only hear about in over-the-top romance novels. Then came the twist. Because let's face it, this isn't just a fluffy fairy tale, is it? Right before the clock struck midnight. Okay, cliché, but bear with me here. He leaned in close enough that she could feel the whisper of breath against her earlobe. And in this low, sultry voice that vibrated down to her very soul, he said, "Don't trust anyone here, not even me." What? Excuse me, sir. Cue the record scratch. Evie's heart jumped, not just at the audacity, but also the intrigue that came with it. Don't trust anyone? What was she supposed to do with that information? Before Evie could question him further, or decipher his cryptic warning, he excused himself, melting into the crowd like smoke in the wind. Gone. Disappeared into thin air. She searched frantically, but to no avail. Of course, Cinderella got a glass slipper. Evie got a flashing neon sign that screamed, Unanswered questions galore. The ball ended, the masks came off, and Evie returned home, clutching onto memories that felt more dream than reality. Who was he? A spy? A thief? The heir to a secret estate? Or just a man with a knack for dramatics? Evie swore she would never forget him, and every masquerade ball since, she's found herself wandering, quietly hoping to bump into that enigmatic stranger again. And so, my friends, I ask you this: what would you have done in Evie's mask-covered shoes? Leave a comment below and let your imagination run wild. Who knows? Maybe your version is just as thrilling. Until next time, stay curious, stay wild, and remember, some stories are just too good to be true.